Hey guys, so we had a lot of people ask how we did our Huggy Wuggy and Kissy Missy arms, or the hands, so I wanted to put together a little tutorial with the little bits of footage I have from the original time we made them. It's not a lot, but I'll do my best. Okay, so first I just used a reference of Huggy's hand from the game, and I drew it out on some paper, but I quickly kind of decided it was too small since we were going for these like really elongated arms. Having kind of regular sized hands would probably look kind of weird. So I immediately redrew it and it looked pretty good. Here's my hand for a size reference. Next I cut that bad boy out and I transferred it to some fur with Sharpie. Fun fact, this is actually a blanket because I really wanted that soft kind of plushy kind of vibe, and I think it worked. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot to film the part where I actually sewed this because I don't think anyone would care about these cosplays. But basically I just cut out two of each hand templates, so a front and a back. And then I sewn them together bad sides out, leaving a couple inch hole at the bottom for where the pole was going to go. Turned them right side out, and then I sewed two little lines in a couple inches long to get the fingers. This was all just like eyeballed. And then I was going to stuff these with foam, but we were throwing out an old pillow at the time and I had the brainwave to fill them with stuffing from that. So then they were super soft and squishy. And here's what they look like in comparison to my head. I was very happy with this, so the next stage was just to add a way for us to hold onto them while we were in cosplay. As you can see, it looked kind of dumb in the full cosplay without the long arms. With the time crunch, because I was making these a few days before the convention, I ended up using plastic pipes from B&Q to get the arm extensions. Originally I wanted to use those plastic grabber hand things, but they arrived way too small, so this was the final last minute solution because I just had them lying around. And they're just hot glued into that hole that I left open in the bottom of the hands. It leaves them quite floppy, just like that first scene we have with Kissy in the game, so it actually does work pretty well. The actual jackets themselves, Annie had the easiest time as she managed to thrift a pink fur jacket and just cropped it into a length she liked, and then she used the extra material to add onto the arms to kind of give that illusion of long arms. I, however, couldn't source a blue fur jacket and even failed at dyeing another jacket, so I had to give up and make mine completely from scratch. I used a basic cropped blazer pattern and just extended the length of the arm pattern to about a meter, if I remember right. The inside is completely unlined because I was super lazy, but it's fine because no one else is looking in there. But yeah, that's basically how we got our cosplays together and made the long arms. And just to cover a few of the other miscellaneous questions we've had, for the bows you'd have to ask Annie, as she lovingly made those for both of us in exchange for me doing the hands. And my wig was literally styled the night before in the hotel room. Literally just involved crimping it upside down to kind of get the wig fibres going up, and then a little hairspray and hairdryer to get that kind of triangle head shape he is going on, even if I do look a little bit like Ludwig from Mario. Annie's wig is a whole helmet wig though with detachable pigtails. It's really cool, and hopefully she does her own little tutorial someday. If there's anything else you want me to cover about any of my cosplays. The feedback on these two has been incredible, and honestly it's insane to have this much love for cosplays we also love, so thank you guys.